Hello, I'm Alexandra Haddow, sacked NME columnist.
And I'm Adam Flood, the ex-bass player in a band who once supported, do you know Block Party?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we went on tour with their tour support.
Wow.
As you know, they've now proved with science that noughties British indie was the peak of British culture.
Obviously.
So what we're doing is we're starting a supergroup made of heroes of the era to see if we can return music to its former glory.
Thank God. And each week on the show, we'll be joined by an indie legend and we'll be putting them through a vigorous interview process.
Will they have what it takes to join our supergroup and bring back indie?
Adam, welcome to your own show.
Wow, thank you for having me in our show. How does it feel?
It feels great. I'm comfy. I'm excited.
You look like you're sweating your baps off.
Yeah, I'm head to toe Adidas.
Yeah, so if you're listening, the reason that I described, straight out the gate, Alex's baps, is because firstly, that's what I do to all people.
Yeah, male or female, yeah.
As I'm an ally. And secondly, Alex is wearing the most incredible outfit.
Thank you.
To describe it, it's not knowing. So it's Adidas, right?
Yeah, it's Adidas Fiorucci collaboration.
My God, I love pasta. And it's kind of like a red, I would say,
This
definitely.
Is a straight man trying to describe clothes. I've forgotten one of the basic colours.
There's a zip on it.
It's a red two-piece.
Two-piece,
matching. Yeah. And I've even got an Adidas t-shirt under this, just in case if I'm in a car accident or something, they have to take my jacket off. They're like, thank God, she's still wearing Adidas under that.
She's still.
I've just painted 3 stripes on my armpits as well. Yeah.
And I put a shirt on thinking I look quite cool, but I
you
didn't
look
realise.
lovely.
Yeah, but not full co-ord.
Not full co-ord, but I just make more effort, I guess.
Were you like a big fashionista back in sort of the 2000s?
Oh yeah, I looked terrible. I think I was wearing all of the trends all of the time.
All in one go.
Yeah, I had just every indie trend.
Okay, so we're talking Converse?
No, I had winkle pickers, like the flat pointy shoes. I always wear Adidas trainers, the tightest jeans ever, a breast on top, a neck scarf, a pearl necklace, a big fringe, big earrings, a hat. There's too much going on.
It's just screaming out. The thing is, you have a personality.
Yeah, now.
Did it happen after the outfit?
Yeah. As soon as every time I took an accessory off, I got funnier.
It's like Buckaroo, but like the other way around, to like finding your true self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about you?
I went to Top Man and went, I'll take the lot. That looks brilliant. Skinny jeans, the ones that were they were called Spray?
Spray on.
Spray on, yeah.
Yeah.
And you looked really.
You could see everything in those.
Well, and that's the worrying thing, you couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be getting our guests in a little bit. What have you been doing now? Because we are alive now, remember?
We are alive now, yeah.
And this podcast, although about the past, is going to also be about now.
About the present.
So don't worry. If you don't like then,
you can tune in for the now.
You can listen about now.
Yeah. Well, I know this is quite weird, but I actually still like music.
Do you?
I think I'm one of the only people, to actually have sort of taken that through into my adulthood.
Wow.
I had the first ever case of mistaken identity watching a band recently.
Excuse me, you Rod Stewart? Is it Towers of London?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why I assumed this. I was going for dinner with my boyfriend and he said, my mate Dave Spurs, hello Dave if you're watching,
Good
not
name.
His real name. He said, Dave Spurs has got tickets for Vlur at Fabric.
Yeah.
And I said, brilliant. And I just assumed that was a Blur tribute band.
Right.
Now, I didn't ask for confirmation.
Just because the words are next to each other, you're like, good dong.
I just thought, that sounds great. Tuesday night, go and hear some
Fabric.
classics.
I mean, why wouldn't they be there?
Fabric, why wouldn't they? I've never been to Fabric. This is the one time. And then
I didn't know they did cover bands.
Yeah, honestly. And then I thought Tuesdays must be their cover night.
Right, yeah. It's not Butlins.
I know. Well, it felt, no. And then my friend called me and said, what are you up to tonight? I said, do you want to come and see a Blur tribute band? We're on the guest list. He said, absolutely. So I'm starting to spread these lies.
Okay.
And then we all went to Fabric and it turns out that Vlur could not be further from a Blur tribute band. It's sort of tattooed, topless, sweaty men with like guitars and a synth backing track and shouting and singing.
Wow.
Like,
sounds like your indie outfit back in the day, just everything.
Yeah, just everything.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on. And they were actually really good, but I really had to adjust the sort of atomic makeup of my body to then receive them instead of what I thought was going to be like coffee and TV.
Well, they'd be like mixing them together. Coffee and the supermarket.
Yeah. It was great. It was one of the maddest gigs I've ever seen, but glad I saw them.
Wow.
What about you? What have you been to see?
I was in Hereford doing some comedy shows, and you know what it's like. You're there and you've got loads of time. So I thought I'd go to a museum. I went to the Cider Museum.
Okay. Is that like a cider tour? Or like
So if I was to review, I'd say it was incredibly heavy on museum, very light on cider.
Okay.
Upon arriving to the Cider Museum, I realised what I wanted. Pub.
Yeah.
I wanted a big fat glass of cider.
Now, whenever we go for a pint, I think you should just be like, do you want to go to the beer museum?
Yeah,
and I'll be
that's
exactly.
what I think I'm now going to do. I'm just going to the Opium Museum. I'm in a brothel, like tooting a crack pipe.
No, it's culture, guys. Honestly, it's culture.
Right then, let's have a look at today's candidate.
Okay, I'm excited.
Pretty impressive CV.
Very impressive.
He was in a band that defined the sound of UK indie in the noughties.
Pioneered, I would say, some of it.
Yeah.
He had 2 top 40 albums.
Nice.
Which is 2 more than I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, 2 more than probably all of the guests that we speak to will have ever had. Today's guest has also been a member of Reverend and the Makers, side projects with other members of the Arctic Monkeys. Wow, this guy's got a couple of credentials.
Yeah, and I feel like you could probably tell where he might be from.
Yeah.
Today's candidate is, of course, the frontman and bass player of noughties indie sensation Milburn, Joe Carnall.
Unfortunately, for rights reasons, we can't actually play the track.
Yeah, I mean, you can listen to it in your own time, but right now, Adam's going to do something even better, some live performance. That's what the music industry is all about.
So because we don't have the rights, we basically have to do it as differently as possible.
Okay.
So Joe's from Sheffield. So we're going to be doing their single. We've got our in-house pianist in.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, Phil's on the keys on the 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Don't you ever talk again. So yeah, if you could take it away, I'll be doing it in the style, just to make sure that it's different to the Sheffield, I'll be doing it in the style of a sort of knees up Cockney.
Oh, right, lovely. Okay, a different genre.
Well, look what the cat's dragged in. Down the apples and pears, oompa, oompa. Foe not a friend, in the end a dealer in sin. Hey, Joe sitting over there and he won't like this. I don't want apologies or guarantee he'll do it again. I've got cats in me loft. So that's the song. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for sitting in the candidate's chair, which is famously way too close to me.
Yeah.
So I hope that you don't feel. How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel
great.
fine. You seem like a nice guy.
Okay, that's good.
First impressions.
That's how he gets you.
No, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why we got you away from her, because she's an absolute rotter.
Predator.
Before we get into the proper interview process,
Yeah, we can't just launch into that.
Come on,
it's too
we've got
much.
to have a little chat, surely.
Icebreakers.
Icebreaker. Yeah. Let's smash this ice to bits. I saw the other day a band die on their arse.
Right.
Oof.
Now, I've never seen anything like this before. What I'm talking about is a band coming out hot. Right, they've got about 150 people in the crowd. It's live in London. Live in London.
No, but I mean, like, you know, when we die regularly as comedians, it's often that the audience is very small and weird. And
no, this is full audience EP launch. They're there to see them.
Really?
They come out. They're doing like handstands and like jumping up and down. I've never seen anyone turn on the band like that.
And of course, they're there to watch them.
Yeah.
So are these impromptu handstands that if you come
They
to someone
planned it.
Really?
Surely.
No, I mean, sorry. The people going must know what they're in for.
But this is it. I was brought along by my girlfriend, and she was like, "This band are great. I think they used to play with masks. No masks. All this. Have you ever seen anyone?"
By the way, I fully thought Masks was another band.
Yeah.
You just mean literal masks.
Yeah. They didn't have the band masks on their face.
Yeah.
It was good. It was an orgy I was at before. So
Venetian
sucking each other
thing.
off. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like that where just the crowd can smell?
Yeah. Yes. So in Milburn, what usually happened is we'd do tours and we'd have support bands. And what would happen with the support bands, they'd normally go on to be bigger than us. That happened quite a lot. And we did...
Standing on the shoulders of dwarves.
We did Coco, which we had a great gig as it happened, but the Twang were supporting us.
Oh, yeah?
And they were like...
They Brummy?
Yeah, Brummy. And I actually got to know one or two of them later in life, and they would sound.
Yeah.
Well, they were full of it when they came out.
I bet.
They were giving it the full beans. And there were people just launching stuff at them. get off. And like they literally got off the stage and went straight away. Like, and I'm sure they might think, oh, that was a great gig. I didn't really watch loads of it, but I definitely saw the end of it. But I think that's kind of what they wanted. They kind of.
And when you're at the side of the stage, are you are you going, we're going to fucking kill it now. We're going to absolutely. Now everyone's going.
At the time, I was thinking, what a bunch of knobheads.
Yeah.
But looking back, it was probably a nice calculated move to go to the Capitol and get some noise.
Yeah.
And they were thinking we're supporting these idiots. Do you know what I mean? It was very much like that back in the day.
Yeah. Like
we liked about 3 people.
So how would you pick?
You know what I mean?
Really?
Who did you like?
Well, just other people from Sheffield.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Everyone else were crap.
Yeah.
Apart from the Coral.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The Coral with the exception.
They're allowed.
They're allowed.
They were great,
okay, fine.
We didn't do any handstands, put it that way.
I've never seen a band do
Roly-poly?
No, that's just us now.
That's what we're rebranding to. It's a big announcement. We're changing the name. I think it's just like it's authenticity, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah. Being a playwright myself,
of course.
You have to. The lived experience is really important. People smell it. Everyone's got an instinct. It's like I teach. I'm a teacher as well. I'm a history teacher, and you all remember that teacher who just didn't have the bottle. They would be run ragged, or like a supply teacher or cover teacher.
Yeah.
Kids can smell blood.
That supply teacher coming in.
So you're a history teacher now, part-time history teacher.
Yeah.
Which sounds like an indie band name.
Not
I keep
meant
thinking.
to be working today.
Weirdly, if you don't know, by the way, that there's 35 kids in the background. That's all writing down furiously.
But do you think?
History in the making.
I feel like a lot of teachers become comedians, and there's a lot of a crossover with sort of musicians, comedians, teachers, because you are essentially standing up.
Yeah, that's why it seemed like a decent crossover, because it's kind of stand up and make an idiot of myself to some degree.
Yeah.
Do you have a lesson where you're like, I fucking killed that?
Yeah.
I absolutely smashed that.
It's not as regular as I'd like it to be.
Yeah.
But some days I do leave thinking, I was good today.
Oh, yeah.
I was good. And they also think, oh God, I blagged that one. But because I've been doing it a while, I'm kind of comfortable just going in and solid 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
That'll do.
They know the back catalogue. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
That wasn't one of the hits.
But do they know you were in Milburn? Do they mention
I never tell them.
Right.
But by halfway through the year, someone finds out, and then it's school, isn't it? So by the end of the day,
that's mad. The parents even, because like the parents will be the fans.
Yeah.
And so then you're
Adam,
going. So
we
Janine
are young, okay?
No, but I'm imagining how old are they? The kids
between 11 and 18.
I actually don't know why I've asked that question. I don't know what maths I was
going to
do.
Did you go to school?
No. Well, no, he was expelled pretty early.
But yeah, so there you're trying to be like, look, Janine, we talk about her, and he's like, yeah. So
Janine.
Well, I don't know. This is
never told Janine, but there'll be one out there. Exactly,
but we have to protect the identity of your real students.
Yeah. You gave us all beforehand to make sure that we didn't say any of their names. But yeah, and then you're trying to speak about them, and they're going. And so, what was Leeds like?
They do that, or at the end they go.
So tell me more, sir. I mean,
are you doing a Christmas gig this year? Finish on that. But
can you get free tickets?
Yeah, that's it. Right, time's up. I was in at school, and towards the end of the day, like it was pretty desolate on the corridors, and I just heard these footsteps outside on the corridor, and a policeman was walking down, and I'm thinking, what's going on here?
Adolescents.
It's getting a bit serious, and walking past the classroom, like, it's coming to my classroom. I'm like, oh no, my wife's been in a car crash.
Oh,
you
God,
you start God.
Yeah.
And then he got into the room. It's Mr. Carnall went, yeah. And he just pulled out a vinyl from behind his bag. Went, will you sign that?
It is criminal. You're not bigger than this.
And his lad went to that school and he found out and came in. But yeah, for that minute, I was my heart dropped. Oh, yes, officer, I will.
Swallowing your hard drive.
Is there anything else? No, else I can do?
Oh my God, that must be so surreal.
It was pretty weird. Yeah.
Nobody wants to think of their fans as policemen now.
But it must be amazing for the town. I can imagine, it's like a real thrill. It's like this the big name on campus.
I bet you're the big name in the parents' WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Yeah, the PTA.
I try and play it down. I don't.
Yeah, you got.
I don't mention it, but the kids. Sing a song, sir. Somebody sings a song. I'm going to sing you a song. Do you work?
They're looking you up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously it will go. We don't know where we'll get yet with this supergroup, if you'll join or not. If we'll have you.
I might have to have my notice in, right?
Well, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we might be able to do like some big
gig, it'll be like a sort of Richard Curtis, Love Actually, you know, at the school. I can imagine that'll sell well. You know, we'll do that
Like
sort of
About
thing.
a Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
the pains, you know.
Yeah. And then just sort of at the end, 2 fingers up to them. You're off to the supergroup. See you never. You know,
Yeah.
just really go out in style.
Until we get dropped.
Yeah.
No, we'll never do that. Don't look at the clothes.
Which will happen to all your guests on the show. Just to not spoil it for you.
No, never. Right, that probably is a good place to get into the supergroup questions.
Right, okay.
Right? We are equal opportunities
Yeah,
employees.
of
We're going to
course.
make sure. So
Employers.
employers.
That
So,
shows how much you've been a boss.
yeah. So we just want to say that we have no problem with Northerners being in the band.
Very good. All middle-aged white men.
Yeah.
Because we have a hard time.
Well, that's
Yeah,
exactly.
We get
exactly.
many opportunities.
I think
You
you're flipping the
guys
script.
There's not many opportunities out there for us.
Marginalised.
Very much so.
And Sheffield, I mean, come on, what a place. One thing that I think about Sheffield that's mad to me is that it's not a bigger musical identity than places like Manchester, places like Liverpool. It has all these amazing bands
Yeah, it
that come
doesn't
out of
get-
Sheffield. We're talking like, you know, all these different ones. Cabaret Voltaire.
Yeah.
You got Human League,
Yeah.
Milburn,
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys, Little Man Tate.
Richard
Self-esteem.
Hawley.
Richard
Hawley,
Reverend
yeah.
the Makers.
Why do
Reverend
you,
Mate, yeah, there's loads.
why do you think that it doesn't have that same like swag or clout that those ones have?
Right. So this is a bigger thing. Sheffield doesn't shout about itself. And it's almost, it's to its own detriment, but it's also our superpower. 'Cause I think
Right.
that's why we're kind of sound and
Yeah.
people like us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we don't shove it down your throat. A mate of mine's got this theory. I don't know if he invented this theory, but you know, like Liverpool and Manchester had to be outward looking because they were industrial revolution towns, port towns, and Manchester had the canal, so it was connected to the world. This is the history coming in.
I know, I was going to say, I
So
feel
we're
like I'm
getting
in
the
history
It's gonna be on
lesson.
next week.
Yeah. So they had to go and sell the wares to the world. They had to be
Yeah.
connected. Whereas in Sheffield, we had stainless steel.
Steel, yeah.
I was like, well, you either want it or you don't, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good to steel.
You came
isn't
to
it?
me. What are you saying?
So there's a bit of a theory there, but
Yeah.
something's true that we just don't have the swag. But I do like that about Sheffield.
Yeah.
But like all that list of that I just said is like, you know, compared to, I mean, Liverpool, you know, the Beatles.
The Beatles. Who the hell are the Beatles?
You got them.
Yeah.
And then if you got,
Oh, loads.
exactly.
Echo and the Bunnymen, Coral, Zootons. Who
Yeah.
else?
All right. So yeah.
I'm glad
completely
you
right.
said it because after you said the Beatles, I was like, why am I having a total blank on anyone
There's
from Liverpool?
loads of Scouse bands.
Echo and the Bunnymen. Yeah.
We
Not
saw
Hollow.
them.
No, I saw them at,
Me-
we played
me
at
and you-
Butlins Festival,
Yeah,
which
Shine
was
On.
as shit as you'd think.
And
Actually, the gig was great.
no, the gig was great, but we
Was-
watched Echo and the Bunnymen and we were
Was McCulloch a bit frosty?
we were scared, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've had that experience
Yeah.
before. In a gig in Sheffield, he chucked someone out for like no real reason. It was a bit, what a
Yeah.
bad day, mate.
Yeah.
Well, it is sort of-
So that's his shtick,
I
innit?
do
Yeah.
like, it is a tough one because I do like a dickhead in a front man
Well,
position.
you are in luck.
That's why we got you in. That's why
Adam,
we're
that
thinking
was
this
actually
position.
in our notes column.
How much of a dickhead are you?
We're going to have a dickhead test in a minute.
Right, okay.
Like a steady hand game for like dickheads. But yeah, it's tough because a nice front man, you're like, oh, he's nice, that's lovely. But then someone who's like a real wanker and rude and
I think what you want,
I think I'm too nice in that respect.
Yeah.
I'm not very
You're really nice.
cutthroat or callous.
yeah.
So probably that's sort of tells you why I'm sat here today, I think. 'Cause I'm not enough of a dickhead.
what you're
I
talking
genuinely
about,
mean this.
you're a playwright, you're a teacher, you're a musician, you're a triple threat,
I'm
Quadruple.
triple threat. I can't dance though. But,
Yeah.
apart from
Not
that,
yet.
Not yet.
you know?
We'll work on that. Yeah,
you
but
can do
I
handstands.
do think you have to have an element of ruthlessness. If you look at all the greats, like I'm pretty relentless and one track minded, but I'm also like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And you think about there's a load of lead singers that are, I want this, and it'll come at a price, and it's not going to be me paying it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were banned since we were like, we all used to be in a football team together, right? So Ecclesfield Red Rose, shout out. And in the three lads, my brother's one of the other three, and they're all older than me. And anyway, they started a band one summer when there were no games on, and they needed a bass player, needed a singer. And they're like, yeah, you can do it. Because I'm like, can I join in?
Yeah.
So I just got thrown into this, and we got really good, as in we could play like the covers that everyone wanted to hear at 14. So we'd be doing like, don't know, like Basket Case by Green Day or something. This is pre the era we went into. So,
Yeah.
so we got good, and that was kind of our thing. We were like, for 14, 15, we were very, very good.
Yeah.
And all the aforementioned used to go to each other's gigs, but the Monkeys used to come and watch us when we were doing that and starting to write our own songs. And I can see Al's face now. We did a gig at a place called the Boardwalk. He was just right in front of me, just watching.
Yeah.
And in his head, he was probably going, I could do a better job than that. But the fact remains, they did come and, get a little bit of inspiration. Then it's just when you see someone doing it, like, I can do that, which is that's what you need. You want to see it to be it, sort of thing. And then they'd go away and write a few songs like, God, they're good, aren't they? So we'd respond with some other songs. I can remember...
Like egging each other on.
A little bit, I don't know what I'd heard.
Or was it like Sheffield's a steel town, you're stealing from me?
We did have a song called Steel Town, actually. One of the early days.
We'll do Steel Sound, yeah.
What did they... Fake Tales, I think they wrote. So then I went away and wrote the riff to Sending the Boys or something. Something I can remember something like that happening.
Yeah.
And then it does become a sound, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you have an identity. And it was all that, why... Well, should we sing like them? Let's just sing like us. And Al was a bit of a pioneer of that, and we all got comfortable in our own voices, sort of thing.
Who started like singing in
like
the
where we're
Sheffield
from?
sort of drawl?
It were probably Al.
Yeah.
Probably Al, but we'd been around so long, I would have started getting when you start 14, like, I'll just do what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then when you get confident, like, no, I want to sing it like this. And then I'll do it. Like, yeah, that's right. That's what
Isn't
we
that
should
amazing
sing.
that, like, you think about how would that happen now? Like, you've got a local space, local town, like with the internet, like scenes. Do you know what I mean? Like, be listening to each other in the Reddit. I was in the same Reddit thread as him. We both went to the same Haddow hotel room.
It's just not organic. I don't mean to be like sanctimonious, but it's not just got that organic sort of thing. That sound was crafted in like post-industrial practice rooms, freezing cold Tuesday nights. Like, I think a lot of people would sort of resonate with.
Yeah.
And then going for a drink with your mates afterwards. So like back onto like the accent thing, Al used to sound like, he didn't do that straight away. He said he wanted to be in the Vines.
Yeah.
And he had this drawl, and we probably both had it, and then we were like, no, fuck that. Because you hit 17, 18, you're like, right, we're better than everyone.
Yeah.
And we sort of emanated that, and we carried that through our accents, I think.
Amazing.
But I got like, obviously, I was 17 years old when we signed our first record deal, so I couldn't even sign it. My dad had to do it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'd been thrown
Your
out.
dad turns up the next day with the record. Can I do it? No, that's not what it meant.
I've been working on some stuff, actually. That's not too far from the truth.
You guys split up originally.
Yeah.
I would say, in my experience, like the peak of the indie wave.
It was a bit stupid.
I wasn't saying that.
I can.
Fair. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It would be difficult for us to say, what you did is stupid.
Well, but fair. I think going back to, I suppose it links into what I was saying, like, what was I saying? Yeah, the accent thing, the sound thing. We got just pelted by media for just being this Arctic Monkeys covers band.
Mm.
And it was kind of grossly unfair because we'd started before them, we were making songs with them. It just so happened that Al's a genius, and that's kind of not my fault.
And the Arctic Monkeys album came out really similar sort of time. And like you came out first as a band, but then that one came out. Like what was your thinking in that sort of period in between your album dropped, their
We
dropped?
sort of got it wrong, didn't we? What would have probably changed the narrative for us. And it wouldn't have made a difference to them. They'd have gone and taken over the world. But for us, if we could have just beaten them to the release, then no self-respecting journalist could have said.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we had all these songs, we were just trying to build it and wait and get the right moment and all that.
And that would have probably been like the sort of management, which we are.
Yeah.
But
Back in the day, they were trying to hold the songs.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Do you know what I mean?
And
Whereas
they got
the
leaked.
answer was actually just to get them out there. Well, they got leaked, yeah.
Who
Crazy,
leaked it?
'cause
I don't know, but I think someone closer to us than we think who thought this
Really?
management's still loaded, you know.
Yeah, which is the right thing to do.
Because it's kind of like an
Any leak is rock and roll
80s,
then.
90s way to do it, isn't it?
But who was leak? But what was a leak? Because I was thinking you must have been one of the first leaks. Because what was it before the internet? Leaking would mean like printing out a vinyl, going around, putting it in somebody's.
Bootlegging, isn't it?
It'd be like doing the U2 thing, like sticking it on your.
God.
You
Let's
bastards.
not go into that.
Yeah.
Put it on like Napster or wherever.
Yeah.
And at first, oh my, they're our songs. But actually it was, they're our songs, great. Like people in Inverness can hear it.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what the Monkeys really like perfected. It used to really frustrate me because Manchester, you could have like 5-10 bands with a sound, Liverpool, London, but Sheffield, you're only allowed one, lads. So then it's not you. So I think by 2008, so only 3 years into like making records, even though we've been a band since 2003, I think. I was like 13, 14. We're just sort of jaded with it. And, you know, I was 19, 20 at the time, so probably didn't have enough wisdom to say, just step away. Go and
give it a minute.
Go to Thailand, find yourself, you know, wherever, Australia.
Yeah.
Come back, write another record, you'll feel good about it. But
I would have loved a Milburn Thai album.
we chucked our toys out of the pram a little bit.
You made some inference about Enemy being...
Did I?
I don't know. There was something that you said.
I did.
And this is an original thing. Enemy not being very nice.
Yeah, I don't know about
Yeah, that was the whole shtick, wasn't it? It was more about the journalist than the artist.
Yeah.
But that's bullshit because I would read it religiously as a teen. I didn't give a fuck who was writing it.
Yeah, you care about the band, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of hammer for the Sheffield thing. They just sound like the same band and all this sort of stuff. And not, you'd want them to like support the movement and the scene, I suppose.
Yeah.
And they came around, we did like a New Yorkshire thing in the Enemy, and we did have a bit of we got things in there eventually, but a lot of our fans despise the Enemy.
Yeah.
Because they were very mean, and I was only 18.
The New Yorkshire thing, because that does make sense. They should have done that because like you had it New York famously as a place.
Yes, this is good.
And
solid gold.
Yeah. So
but they
we're
had their scene kind of exploding at the time. So that,
meet me in the bathroom. So
Yeah.
I
exactly,
saw that recently. It's
I
like
saw that,
that had happened.
Yeah.
That was happening.
Yeah, and it was the right thing to do. And there were plenty of bands like Long Blondes were on there. A band called the Harrisons, Promise Jacket, Milburn. Plenty. So
it's a massive burgeoning scene, but they, you know, a bit like women in the media, they wanted to pitch you against each other.
they did, yes,
Instead of making you
they
friends.
did.
But it does sound like you were all friends because, you know, we were going to say, no, did you ever say to Alexandra, listen, pal?
No, it was like
It was always
puppy.
very supportive instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, what you come to realise is why could you can't compare yourself to that. They were like a
Of course,
generational thing that, you know, like I said, you only get one of these every 20, 30 years, don't you?
Yeah.
And there's still probably, if they did another record tomorrow, they'd still sell out Wembley how many times? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the time, I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
But where as good as it's like playing football with someone. Like, well, I'm decent at football as well. Like, yeah, but they're going to win the Ballon d'Or. You know, they're that good, and they're from a mile up the road. But it's hard to see that perspective when you're in the eye of the storm, I think, and you're a kid yourself.
Yeah.
So you said, do we get on? Yeah, we're very, very close friends. We toured with them, and they're some like the best memories of my life. We toured around Europe. I was 18 in this bus going to all these places. And Andy Nicholson, the original bass player, has just brought a book out. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes, I've seen it.
It's good on your coffee table.
Yeah.
So we did an exhibit in Sheffield. And I went down for the open night to like show support and stuff. And there was a picture of me as an 18-year-old this big on the wall. And I'd never seen the photograph in my life because he just did it on these disposable cameras or digital cameras. And he got them all sort of made for this exhibit and this book.
Amazing.
And I was staring at myself in the past. It was very, very surreal.
Yeah.
And in an amazing time of my life. So yeah, we're pals, very much so.
I'm
Like a
hearing a
normal
lot
person.
of robust features for being in the because the Supergroup will be, I imagine it will kind of be quite a tumultuous, like world-changing experience for everyone. So I'm hearing a lot of good things.
Yeah,
I've been
definitely.
around
like,
a bit, haven't I? So I can show you the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you're very capable. I feel like nothing's going to throw you.
I mean, well, just thinking about the music as well, like being like what positions in the band, like obviously vocals whilst fingering is really difficult. You've got Sting, McCartney, Georgie Darby from Babe Station.
Depends what you're fingering, doesn't
Well,
it?
exactly.
What you mean, bass playing singers?
Yeah, well, it's quite a rare beast.
A very rare beast,
It is.
I
So
would
one of my
say.
inspirations was Phil Lynott of Thin Lizzy. Irish guy, incredible songwriter, and he was a bass player singer. So I thought, well, I'll have a go at that. But yeah, not many people do it. It's hard to be good at it, to play a bass line. That's why someone like McCartney's incredible.
Yeah. Well, he's just like, you're like, what are you doing? It's like he's like making scrambled eggs with his feet as well.
Yeah.
He's like, there's so many things he's doing. It
And he's
doesn't-
81, he probably is.
Yeah.
While singing and being Paul McCartney at the same
Yeah.
time, pulling the faces and, oh, you know, I'm great, sir.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
No, that's good. This podcast we're about bringing back indie, right? It's particularly the nostalgia of the indies period, 2000s, but also we've got to think about what's going on in music right now.
Yeah.
What I will say right now in indie, something in my mind horrendous is happening.
Go on.
Indie is coming back in one of the worst ways it could.
Mm.
The Raytons.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Now, if you don't know who the Raytons are,
And I didn't.
Yeah, I had to show Alex the ratings. So one thing to bear in mind, ratings are absolutely massive. They played in December, Wembley.
They just played Wembley.
Absolutely massive
I
gig.
cannot believe that. What?
But if you've not heard them, what I would describe their sound is like, do you know the book by Stephen King, Misery? If you don't know that, it's a book about where a man who's an author, he crashes his car and becomes injured, and then a crazed fan finds him. And he himself has decided he doesn't want to do that sort of thing anymore, but she wants it, and she kidnaps him and forces him to create this horrible, bastardized, ugly version of what the original one is. Rate and sound like, I imagine, if that was Alex Turner who crashed his car and they made him do the first album again. Yeah. I'm like, what are they doing?
And it says something that I feel very out of the loop now, that I didn't have a clue who they were, and they played and sold out the
They're just
show.
like weirdly massive.
They're huge. They're huge.
The Tremlines, what do you think of them?
Right, what do I think of them?
We're not here to try and make you bitch. We're just trying
No, I know. I'm not into that anymore, but I can go there.
Yeah.
With this, I had, give me a couple of pints of Guinness and I'm yours. But what they've done is incredible. What they've achieved is incredible. And they're doing so well.
Okay.
And
I like this layer of the shit sandwich. It's
delicious. And it's just, in one respect, it's totally fair play.
Yeah.
Sound.
Yeah.
But truthfully, I think every time they play one of their tracks, they owe other bands from Sheffield commission. But it's, I listen to them like, you can't do that, can you? You can't get away with that. You can. Oh, you can, and you're doing really well with it. All right, cool. But I've met them before. They're nice lads. I'm coming back round to the good stuff because I just don't want to see it being horrible about people.
No, of course not.
You can.
Yeah, of course.
I was going to say, it's mostly Adam's bugbear at the moment.
It just sounds, because like your 2016 album was like a bit like, you moved on in your sound.
Yeah, you grow up.
Like your solo album, move on in your sound.
Yeah.
Like normal people move on. But he sounds like what Alex Turner would, or what you would sound like if you had dived into a pool head first and forgotten everything that you've experienced and made that original album again. Would you not agree?
I don't listen to it. Put it that way.
But yeah, no, ratings are on next week, so I can't wait to chat to them.
But a great quality for our front man, that he's diplomatic.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
He's not going to get us into trouble in the media, you know?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
He really needed to get that rant out. He's been ranting for weeks about them.
Well, just basically because like what's weird is that not a lot of people know about
There's
ratings.
still more. There's still more.
I know.
So whenever I'm like, the fucking ratings, and they're like, who?
Well, one of my mates was at that gig at Wembley.
Bastard.
But he said it was the most mental crowd he'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, dedicated.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
Takes all sorts.
It takes all
I'm a
sorts.
playwright. I'm not bothered.
Obviously, we want you to be in our band. This is a proper interview. This is a very professional interview, like a real job interview. So we're going to have to do a drugs test.
Okay.
Have you got any?
Very good.
Kettle Coke.
Very on brand. Diet Coke, please.
You remember he's a teacher.
You do forget. I have to, yes, I have a profession to upkeep. So.
I thought that might be in the way, but
Good to know we can't catch you out. Again, media trained.
Just a Guinness.
Now, Joe, as you can tell, it's not just us running this operation. It's not just an idea that me and Adam had over a couple of pints that has turned into this studio and this wonderful show that we're doing.
Clearly
Obviously, we've got, shareholders, investors, bosses, a board of trustees.
someone who's designed the lunchboxes.
So, yeah, exactly.
All ready to go.
The merch. So we've got some slightly shorter quickfire questions for you from our board of trustees, which is a way to just do some different questions for you. Bands, there's a lot of egos at play.
Yes.
Which you must have kind of, in both sort of iterations of Milburn and your solo career and dealing with other musicians. Can you tell us about a time that you dealt with conflict in a group and how you solved it?
Well, the way I solved with the ego crisis. The ego crisis?
Yeah.
Is that like the
definitely.
crash? It is a problem in groups, yes. So what I did is I left Milburn and I made a band called Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is basically me twice. So that's how I solved the ego issue. I just doubled up and doubled down.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you're not there for the kind of, the deliberation, the working it out. You're like, no, I'm out.
I just went, yeah.
So I guess thinking on that then, what would your previous band colleagues describe you like? I guess within Good Cop, Bad Cop, that would be you describing you. So maybe we need to go just a step behind that.
We need to get some peer
Yeah,
review.
if we spoke to them, what would they say?
Cheesy bastard.
In what where does the cheese
because
emanate?
Because Emmental. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because back in that day, we were all like, not speaking to you, very cool. And I would sometimes go, oh, right, are you? And I'd say hello to people. And, I'm quite...
You were the nice guy.
Yeah.
You were the nice guy.
But they used to think I was like Tony Hadley or something like that because I used to try and sing nice or whatever. But I'm probably doing myself a disservice there. What else would they say?
That feels like that sort of, when you're in an interview and they say, what's your biggest flaw? And you're like, it's just being too much of a perfectionist. Your answer was, I'm just really nice.
I'm not that nice. I don't know. Don't like that question.
I'm too nice.
Yeah.
My previous bandmates would call me a knobhead, but we call everyone knobhead, so it's fine.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, what would your ideal next musical role look like? Where are you looking to in the future? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Oh, in a band, if I was in a band.
Anything musical.
Musical. Oh, well, in honesty, writing musicals. I've written a musical.
Yeah.
Oh. So
What's
I'm
your
kind of
musical
into
about?
that. So it's called How Could I Forget? And it's just to change the tone of this whole piece.
Yeah.
It's about dementia, specifically Alzheimer's. And it's about a grandfather's story of decline and a grandson's story of what he takes from his granddad's life. And we hear about his life through the living room piano. I saw a documentary on Glenn Campbell. Do you know Glenn Campbell?
No.
Like cowboy.
Yeah, it has a song that's an amazing song that I can't remember right now, but yeah, I know. Feels on brand for the dementia thing.
Yeah, here we go. So anyway, I saw a documentary. So my own granddad passed away with the disease 10, 12 years ago. And he was Glaswegian born. So in my place, this is Glaswegian Grandad. And then
best type of Grandad, I reckon.
Yeah,
best.
mine as well.
Really? Couple of Ouija grandpas?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then I saw this documentary and Glenn Campbell was diagnosed with the disease, Alzheimer's. And then he went on a 100-date tour. And it's an incredible film.
Every night's opening night.
It's such a talented player though.
He's like, I can do a 200. He doesn't know. He's no idea. That's incredible.
Yeah, amazing documentary. It's very hard to get hold of. But there's one bit where he's just said this little bit. He's introducing the band and some of his kids are in the band. And he's just played this solo because he can just do it. It's in his bones and his blood. But he can't introduce he doesn't know anybody's name. And his daughter is playing with him. She just leans in and goes, "It's me, Daddy."
Oh, God.
I was sat in my living room like, oh my God. So the power of that muscle memory of music fascinated me.
Yeah.
The power of that connection between your grandparents and yourself. I get so much from both my sets of grandparents. And the ability for me to write songs about it is just kind of the perfect storm for me.
Yeah.
So more stuff like that.
Got a quick little role play for you. All you have to do, just to sort of figure out how you'd be like with other like band people. So you're Joe and you're in the band. We're going to have you as the front man in this scenario.
Okay.
And I'm playing the drummer of the band. But I'm me.
You just be yourself. You don't have to play anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing the drums. Is what you're doing.
But I can play, but not in the scenario.
Okay.
You just got to react like the scenario is happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hey up, mate.
Hey, mate.
I mean, everyone's always saying I can only play the drums. And, you're writing a lot of the songs. You like that rhythm guitarist, whatever he's called. He did it. I've written a song.
That's great. Shall we get a drink?
No, come on, Come on,
because we've got to get off. So
no.
If you tell you what, have you got a demo or anything?
I actually have got a demo. Can we just hear the demo?
In the pub with your mates having crisps, smoky bacon, salt and vinegar, scampi fries, roll bag of peanuts. I share my crisps with my mates in a nice way. That's 'cause I love them, but not in a gay way.
So I was thinking that could be one of the song's about toxic masculinity and crisps.
Is that the 1975 you just played me? I love that you're doing your own thing, mate, but it's just not the sound we were going for on this next record. But you should go for it.
Role play finished. That's exactly what we'd want in there.
That was
brilliant.
absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Completely nailed that. Probably before we let you go, is there any questions?
Any questions you've got for us?
For me?
For the role?
Yeah, PDs. Do you know?
Per diems.
P. Diddy.
I thought he's in jail now, isn't he?
We don't do P. Diddy. Or Ken Doddy.
Okay, per DM. So that's like what will you be getting?
Well, I mean, we can
salt
talk
and
about
vinegar.
money at a different time, but per diem's like a little sweetener per day.
Yeah.
Just to, when we get to a service station, it's 2 a.m.
Crisps?
Ginsters ain't gonna. No, it's hard cash, mate. I want to know the number.
Surely a meal deal.
Well,
Meal
I'm
deal,
reckoning that
£6.
Yeah. And what? So I reckon you were saying that you like Guinness, the Guinness guzzler. You was calling yourself.
Well, I didn't.
You screamed. You knocked on the door and said, "Here's the Guinness guzzler." I remember. Late, which was cool.
Another question I've got is, what name are you thinking of? Have you not got that far?
We don't know
Chesney
yet.
Fuzznuts.
I
haven't actually ran that
sounded
by
like
Alex.
Chesney Fuzznuts.
Well, yeah, that was the Chesney
Yeah.
Fuzznuts. What names have you got up your chuff?
Is that how you keep your names?
I knew you were going to
It's
say
like a
chuff.
tombola.
Up your chuff. That's the...
Up your chuff, that
Yeah,
ain't bad.
no.
It's
My
not
fri-
like doesn't feel sort of global. Up your chuff.
This is my friend Jamie Drew's idea that he told me 2 days ago. He said he really wants to start a band called Divorce Party. I thought that was a great name for a band. And also it feels like you're divorcing the past, but we're back, but there's a party, we're bringing it. So maybe not that, but something cool.
To think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Joe, like I say, range is what we need. People that just haven't been in a band for a million years and that's the only skill they have. What are you up to now?
It's 20 years since Well 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 came out, our Milburn's debut. So I think about spring, summertime. I do a thing called Summer Nights, like the Grease song.
Wello.
Very good. And now this is how creativity happens.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to pick up my guitar and do some little shows, sing some songs, play Summer Nights, the tune, because it's hilarious.
Of course.
And then, most importantly, really, the How Could I Forget musical that I've written is going on tour in the autumn.
Oh, brilliant.
So please, if you're interested, it's not as maudlin as it sounds. It's quite funny.
Yeah. Life affirming.
Life affirming. It's powerful stuff. It reminds you of why we go to the theatre and why families matter and grandparents. It's a love letter to grandparents is what I say.
Oh.
So that's going on tour in the autumn. Please, if you're interested, get a ticket. So it's How Could I Forget on Instagram.
Wow, that was a great candidate, I thought. How do you think it went?
Thought he was incredible. I mean, what a guest.
I think I'm in love with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Sartorially. I mean, if you were listening, you wouldn't know that, but he was dressed
Also,
as
he was dressed as a very cool teacher / band member
sir.
and lovely hair.
Yeah, really good.
And we are objectifying him, but you're going to have to be objectified in a band.
Talked a load of old shit, but he looked brilliant.
Oh, God, he looked fantastic.
God,
yeah.
and he smelled good.
He did.
No, so yeah, he was really, I liked his shtick. I thought he could have been nastier, but that's just nasty me.
I feel like he's not like the rock stars of old, but I think that maybe that's a good thing. He's not going to bring scandal in. He's not going to be messaging people.
Would you say, where would you like to have him positioned in the band?
I don't know, because I think I like the idea of him as a front man, but I feel like we've got, maybe do we need someone
Got
crazy?
some big people coming in, some crazy. Because I can imagine him being like, he can write a good tune.
Exactly. What if he was on bass and vocals, but not lead vocals?
Yeah, don't mind the sound of that.
Yeah.
Because I used to do that myself. So I think that sounds good.
And we are creating this band in your image, of course.
Yeah, like any good creator.
Yeah.
I won't go through all of the religious iconographies that could get us in a lot of trouble, but that's what happens.
All the big ones.
All the big ones. You know who you are if you're listening.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. What we would like you to do is we want to hear your thoughts on Joe, whether you thought he was a great candidate, who you think we should have on, and also what your role would be.
Yeah, it's going to be there's a lot of openings for this. We're talking about people who are making the merch, driving round.
Exactly.
Taking the blue M&Ms out of the M&Ms so that they can be fed to the Supergroup members on all fours. I assume that's the rider. I don't know.
100% what we need.
Yeah. We're not going to tell you who we've got on next because that's going to happen when you see it.
Yeah.
So, or hear it.
But they're good.
Or feel it, depending on how you consume your podcast. I don't want to assume.
Yeah, exactly. You might just be in the street and suddenly sense that we've got a new episode dropping.
Yeah, just listen to it against the side of your cranium. Anyway,
Anyway, thanks for listening.
bye.
Bye.